Hey, what is going on, guys? Spear Gaming here. Today we're going to be breaking down some of the changes that Bungie has made to the Revelry event, and those changes are actually affecting players when they're trying to complete these triumphs. We're going to talk about strategies that have changed as far as completing these triumphs to get the Arbalest, and we're going to break all that down in this video for you guys. So if you enjoyed this video, if it helps you out at all, do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications, and let's get into it. So before we get started with what was actually changed in the Revelry and the strategies that have changed as well when it comes to farming for these triumphs, I want to explain what Ricklight is, because on my last video, if you guys remember, if you guys watched it, there was a lot of people that commented down what is Ricklight, and a lot of people are really confused. This is Bungie's fault because they implemented a new mechanic with this event, but failed to actually tell the player base what it was or how it works. So with the Revelry, everyone is under the effect of Ricklight. What that means is any headshot you get in any activity has the chance to generate multiple orbs of light. Now, this mechanic is active in raids, strikes, crucible, gambit, you name it. It's pretty much active across all activities. At least it was initially. The additional orbs of light were causing a guitar error code to pop back up in raids, and so they've actually removed it from raids, gambit, and gambit prime, as well as the competitive crucible playlist. So currently it is still active in quick play and strikes and regular PvE activities, but what that means is my previous video that was how to get the Triumph solo done to farm orbs of light in the raid. That Triumph, that strategy is no longer working. It has been patched, and since then a lot of people have been really frustrated and angry and leaving a lot of comments, and that's why I'm making this video, to set things straight and explain that this method will no longer work. Now, what that means is there's still ways you can get these triumphs done. Of course, you can still get the Arbalest solo, and that's what we're going to show you in this video. But I want to clear up the misconception that Masterwork double kills with Masterwork weapons, those orbs of light do not count for Ricklight, and super orbs generated, those do not count as Ricklight either. Any of the triumphs that say under the effect of Ricklight, all that means is you have to get headshots. It is not a guarantee that you'll get those orbs generated, but every time you get a headshot, you have a chance for that mechanic to take place. And you'll tell because you get kind of like the firework effect, and multiple orbs, 2, 3, even 4 orbs will pop out just from getting a headshot. Not from double kills, not from supers, just from headshots. So now that we have that out of the way and you guys understand what Ricklight is, how it works, and the changes that were made to the Revelry event, we can actually talk about how to get this triumph done that I was explaining in my previous video. So the previous video, I was showing you guys how to get the Verdant Light Cooperative Triumph done. Now, the method no longer works to do this in raids. However, you can still do this when it comes to strikes or the Nightfall. What I would do is I would load up into a Nightfall. Any Nightfall will do. And you just want to go to a Nightfall that has a lost sector that is nearby the entrance of the strike. Most of the strikes, actually I think all of the strikes, have the ability to backtrack at the beginning of the strike and actually go into the open world section of the area. So if you load into Lake of Shadows, for example, you can actually go into these lost sectors that are near the beginning of the strike, and this is where you're going to want to farm your headshot kills to get this triumph done. Now, again, you want to make sure to do these in lost sectors, because every time you clear out a lost sector, you can just leave, come back, and the enemies will respawn. I would try to find a lost sector that has a lot of enemies. The one that comes to mind for me is the Corrupted Strike. You can go into the lost sector that's there in the Dreaming City, right next to the entrance. That lost sector is a really good one. However, if you load into normal strikes, the problem you might run into is it's going to matchmake you with other people, and you might start the strike either mid-match, or the people will pull you ahead once they get to the end. So if you do this with the Nightfall, you load into your own Nightfall solo, you don't have to worry about that, and you can just farm out as many headshot kills as you need. Again, it's not super orbs generated, it's not multi-kills with masterwork weapons, it's just simply headshots and just keep farming them over and over. Overall, the Nightfall strategy is going to be really good, plus you can actually work on a couple of the Triumphs while you're doing this as well. If you do go with the Nightfall route, you can turn on Grenadier as one of your perks active on your Nightfall card, and you can actually farm out your Grenades and Strikes Triumph as well. And then once you get those done, you can actually farm out your super kills as well also. Either way, the Nightfall is going to be the most efficient way to farm out these Triumphs, and you can definitely do these solo, and they won't take a whole lot of time. Alright guys, well that's going to wrap it up for this video. Hopefully this guide helps you guys out. If it does, be sure to do me a favor and smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications for more Destiny 2 content. Let me know your guys' feedback on the Revelry event and anything that was discussed in this video as far as how the changes were made when it comes to the Revelry Light. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are awesome, and I will see you guys in the next one.